All right, hello my fabulous pre-algebra students. Welcome back. We just finished a quiz, so now we're moving on to a new topic. Most of you are doing an awesome job getting your work done. I'm really proud of all of the hard work you guys have put in. This week we're going to be talking about two-way tables. So this week our data that we're organizing is what we call categorical data. This is just going to be another way that we can collect data and then organize it. And we did that doing scatter plots, but we had to have numbers in the information that we were collecting. Now we're talking about categorical data. And I listed some examples here. So your favorite candy bar, the type of car you or your parents drive, your favorite clothing store, etc. These are just some examples. You're going to see more in the examples we have on here. So basically what we're going to do then, two-way tables shows us the frequency, the number of times that something occurs. So I could survey the class and ask, all right, between Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King, what's your favorite fast food restaurant from those three? And I could go around, collect that data, and then we could organize it in a nice little two-way table that looks like this here. All right, so let's look at this first example. I'm going to do a few with you and try and cover all of the examples that you're going to see in your homework. So Lexi conducted a survey, asked participants whether they were male or female, and whether they preferred summer or winter. And then here are the results. So basically, guys, we have two different ways we can look at this table. We can look at them horizontally. So we have a category of whether they are male or female. As we do that, we can add them up. So we would take this 23 plus 27, and that would give us our total this way. Okay, so I'm going to erase those so we don't get too many colors on top here. 23 plus 27 should come out to 50. So, we know that 50 males were surveyed. Okay, same thing then with the females. We can add them up this way, 35 plus 15. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same number. In this case, it is, so 50 females were surveyed as well. Okay, now we can look at it a different way. And let me change my colors here. And we can look at it by columns or vertically. So if we go down this way, 23 plus 35, that's going to give us the number of people that said that summer was their favorite. So we will get 58 for the total number of people that like summer best. We can also go down this way for winter. So 27 plus 15, let's see, we get 12, carry our 1, so 42. Okay, so that's why it's called a two-way table. You can look at it horizontally or vertically, two different ways. Okay, now this spot right here is very important because this is going to be the total overall. We are adding in two different directions. So these two added together, 50 plus 50, is going to equal that total 100. Now, we always want to double check if we add this way, it should also add to 100. So 58 plus 42, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1, so 6, it does equal 100. So you're adding this way, and then you're also adding this way to get this overall box. Do not add all four of the numbers together. You're going to get too many, okay? So this number in the bottom right-hand corner of two-way tables are always the total number of people surveyed. Okay, once we have our two-way table filled out, well, then these questions off to the side are pretty easy. How many males were surveyed? We have a total of 50 males. How many females were surveyed? We had 50 females as well. Okay, how many total people were surveyed? We had 100 total. Okay, how many people said they prefer summer? We added those up. We got 58. How many people prefer winter? Was 42. How many females said they prefer winter? So now we've got to look inside that two-way table. So females here and winter here, so we're going to go to that box, and there would be 15 females that preferred winter. Okay, how many males? So again, we're looking at males preferred summer. Go to that connecting box there, so 23. Okay, you'll have to fill out a two-way table and then answer some questions like that. Now, let's actually create a two-way table. I personally, I use tally marks, and then I erase them, and then I put in the number of tally marks there were, because you don't typically see, notice this two-way table, there's no tally marks in it, okay? So what I do is, let's see, this next question has to do with whether students had siblings or not, and then whether they lived in a 1 or a 2-story house. So siblings, yes. So here is yes siblings, here's no siblings, okay? So yes siblings, 1 story, yes siblings, 2-story, and I kind of mark them off as I go so that I know I've used all the data points. No siblings and 2-story house. Yes siblings, 2-story house. Yes sibling, 2-story. Yes sibling, 1-story. No siblings, 1-story. No siblings, 2-story. No sibling, 2 stories. Yes, 1. There we go. Yes, 2. Yes, 2. No, 1. Yes, 1. Yes, 2. No 1, no 1, so that happens twice. I'm going to get both those done. And then yes, siblings, 2 stories. So I have them all figured out there, and then what I do is erase them. So I had 4 tally marks there. I have 4 tally marks here. Then 7 here, and 3. And there's my two-way table. Now, what I personally always do, the next example I already did for you to save some time in these notes, but I go through and look at, all right, well, I had, let's see, total siblings is 11. We add this way. So 4 plus 7 is where I am getting 11. Okay, then also 4 plus 3 for no siblings, 7. So I went through and I double checked and figured out, okay, is there 11 siblings? Is there 11 yeses? Okay, and this is just a way to check your work. So there's 5, there's 8, 10, and 11. So I know I am correct. And then are there 7 no's? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is just checking my work. I know I've got that correct. Okay, 1 stories. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 3 is 10. Again, I went through and then I double checked the 1s and the 2s to make sure there were 8 total 1s, 10 total 2s. Okay. If you get stuck on your Math Excel and you can't figure it out, that's always a good way to go back and check. Okay, remember this box has to be these two added together, so 11 plus 7 is 18. Make sure that this way added together also works. 8 plus 10 is 18. Okay, how many people surveyed live in a 2-story home? Well, 2-story right here. Total surveyed in that row or that column is 10. Of the people with siblings, so we're looking at this row right here, siblings, how many answered that they live in a 2-story house? And that was this number here, so 7. All right, I don't want to make your two-way table too messy. And then last question, how many people surveyed did not have siblings? So no siblings, that row has 7 total people with no siblings, okay? Oops, 7. All right, now, let's look on the back side, and like I said, I did this example for you already, all right? There was the total number. You can count. There are 36 that were surveyed on what grade they were and whether they preferred video games, sports, or neither, okay? Now, here's what some of your examples will look like, where we have missing pieces to our two-way table. I personally really like these because I feel like they're kind of like puzzles or a Sudoku. The only way we can figure it out is if we look at a row or a column. Rows go this way, columns go this way, that has just one missing number. You're going to see some two-way tables that are really big. You can't figure out numbers unless there's only one number missing. So this total this way, I can't figure out this number and this number because there's two missing, okay? It's not possible. So I'm going to look at these two here. We know that 23 plus this number here has to equal 58. So you could set up an equation and say 23 plus x equals 58 and solve for x. We've done that before in class, okay? I know that to find that missing variable, we're going to have to take the total, so 58, and subtract 23. So we get, let's see, 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So that number there is 35. Okay, now that we have that one filled in, now we can add these two this way because we have both of those. So left-handed people that prefer pancakes, 35. Left-handed prefer waffles. Add them together. We have 50 total left-handed people. Okay, we could also figure out this missing one here because we know 23 plus that value has to equal 50. So let's take 23 out of 50 to get x. So we would get 27 for right-handed waffle people. Okay, now we can add our column this way, 27 plus 15. So 7 plus 5 is 12. I carry our 1. So 3, we get 42. Okay, and then our total people surveyed. So again, we need to add this way. 50 plus 50 is 100, and make sure that this way added is 100 as well. 58 plus 42 is 100. Okay, so same thing over here. Let's do one more. Again, we can only find the columns or rows that are missing one number. I cannot go this way because we have two numbers missing. Okay, it's not going to work out. So let's skip that one and let's go to the first row. So we're looking at blonde hair, whether they like, or I guess we're looking at what color hair and what they prefer, beach or mountains. So 36 plus this value has to equal 90. So let's subtract them to find that missing number. So 90 minus 36. So we have 54, and that should work out. Yes. Okay. We can add the brunettes because we have both of those values. So 58 plus 42 is 100. We can also add the redheads. 27 plus 43, 6, so we get 70. Black hair, we know the total is 100. We know 59 like mountains, so to find the beach, we'll take the total minus the mountain people. So let's see, we get 31? 41, sorry. There we go. And now we can figure out our totals. I may need to grab a calculator. I don't think I can do all of this in my head. So 36 plus 58 plus 27 plus 41. This is 162. I'm going to change my colors for my totals this way. The next column, that's the total number of people that liked the beach best. Mountains, I'm going to go this way, so 54 plus 42 plus 43 plus 59 is 198. That's our mountain people. Okay, now, last step, this total box needs to add both ways. So let's do 90 plus 100, so 190 plus 70 is 260. Plus 100, we get 360, okay? And that was all of these added together. Now, let's make sure our beach and our mountain people add 2 are 360, and they do. I just tried it in the calculator. Okay, so that's to find missing numbers in a two-way table, and then our answers should be pretty easy down here. So how many more left-handed people said they like pancakes than waffles? So we're just looking at left-handed people. And how many more said they liked pancakes? So 35 liked pancakes, 15 like waffles. So subtract them, and we get 20. All right. How many brunette people? So brunette right here said they prefer the beach. So 58 liked the beach, 42 liked the mountains. So again, how many more? We're going to subtract them. 58 minus 42 is 16. And last one, how many more right-handed people, so here's right-handed, said they prefer waffles. 27 preferred waffles over 23 that liked pancakes. So 27 minus 23 is 4. Okay, super easy to answer those questions once we have all the data information filled out. All right, I filled out third period's notes for this week. So third period, your notes are already done, but the rest of the classes will need to fill these notes out. They're there simply to help you with the Pearson Realize assignment. And next week, I will do my next pre-algebra class. I'll take turns. All right, thank you guys for listening. Let me know if you have any questions.